I'm going to lift 1,000 pounds inside one of the most hated gyms in America, Planet Fitness. Borderline impossible. I don't know if this video is going to work.
Think of anything bad that's ever happened to you, and that's what you do.
Not only am I giving myself 100 days to do this, but I'm starting a revolution. There's going to be some obstacles, strict dress codes, limited weights, and the worst of all, the lunk alarm. There's 2 rules for this challenge. As long as I don't set that alarm off and I don't get kicked out, this challenge is a success. And actually lifting the 1,000 pounds. So 3 rules. There's 3 rules to this. September 22nd is when I began this challenge. Bench, 150. Squat, 295. Deadlift, 315. All right. Not my best, but lucky for me, I'm a bit of a collegiate athlete.
That came in, snuck another win in there, so I think he got 2 on the weekend, which is fantastic.
The right-hander from Maslin, Ohio.
That was good right there.
Next delivers. Yes, he can.
Meaning
The quick
lifting
neck comes
is in my bones. Well, I was a pitcher, so not really. But I've always been close to 1,000 pounds, but I was never really focused on the heavy lifting because my job was to throw the baseball fast, not lift a bunch of weight. But 100 days from September 22nd puts me exactly on the last day of 2025, December 31st. And with a little bit of focus, a little bit of dedication, and 100 days, this goal is going to be cake. Right? I hit a PR on squat for 335, which is the most I've ever done in my entire life. So that's pretty cool. It's only October 5th. I've got basically 100 days left. This challenge is going to be pretty, I'm not even going to say it, easy. He was going to say easy. And that's because October was pretty easy. Good job, Lars.
Thanks.
I mean, I was putting on 20, 30 pounds a week. Still golfing, still going out. Like it was no big deal.
This ain't no lightning gorilla, I'll tell you what.
That's quick workout music.
I think you should hold a cigarette and take shit.
I was following Planet Fitness's rules, not slamming weights, no tank tops, no gallon jugs of water. Planet Fitness couldn't stop me. I was gonna prove to the world that you could get a solid lift even at Planet Fitness. I felt like an animal. I thought this video was honestly going to be too easy. All jokes aside, I really truly thought that this was gonna be cake. I mean, at this point, nothing could go wrong. That's a foreshadowing. Yeah. It's October 5th. I think I'm gonna try to work out twice today. I don't really want to give you guys updates on where I'm at lifting wise, because I don't really know if I'm actually gonna make it. So we're just gonna save it for the end. We're gonna see together if I make it, I guess. I'm still kind of worried to set off that freaking alarm. The hardest part of this challenge is like if you go deadlift at like a regular gym with free weights, you can just drop it, right? There's no worry, like nobody cares. Like you drop it, whatever, it makes noise, oh no. But Planet Fitness, it's like everyone's already looking at you because you put on, you know, more weight than most people put on. And I don't know, like doing a deadlift rep, no noise, is borderline impossible. I still got a long time to go, so see what happens. So some of you may be asking, why do this at Planet Fitness? Why do this at the only gym that's going to criticize you for lifting more weight? A gym that usually condemns this type of activity. And it's totally not because it's the cheapest membership in Charleston, or it's totally not because I already have a membership there. It's totally because of one thing. I'm tired of Planet Fitness and their lies. I mean, their catchphrase is a judgment-free zone, but they judge the people who get better and lift more. Planet Fitness's whole marketing scheme is to get people who are uncomfortable with the gym, in hopes that these people will kind of come for a week or two, maybe even a month, and then they stop going. You see, it's more profitable for Planet Fitness to actually advertise to the non-gym going type of person by making them feel comfortable than it is to grab the gym going people. And that's because 67% of people who have a gym membership don't use it. And Planet Fitness knows this. And so that probably means that there's a high chance that you have a gym membership that you're not using. Come on, Jacob. You're better than that. There's definitely a Jacob that watched this video and he's like, holy shit. And that leads to Planet Fitness's genius marketing scheme of targeting the 67% of people that never go to the gym. That means no cleaning weights, no checking people in, no cleaning bathrooms, nothing. It's honestly, it's kind of smart. It's smart only because it's us to blame. It's the 67% of people that have the gym membership that don't go. It's only our fault, because if that 67% of people didn't exist, Planet Fitness couldn't target those people. They would have to work for all the money that they make. And so that's why I'm starting a revolution. A revolution to make Planet Fitness work for that money. To lower that statistic so that every single person with a gym membership uses it. To prove that you can get a great workout even by following Planet Fitness's strict rules. And it starts with this video. So speaking of that, you should go like the video so the revolution can spread worldwide. Anyway, all right, so two things. I'm improving my PR pretty significantly over the last couple weeks, but I've been, I guess, stopped and now having a hard time adding more weight. In the beginning, I would add another 10 and would get the squat or get the bench. Now it's like I add 2.5s on each side and I barely get it. So actually the other day in Planet Fitness, I failed for the first time squatting and I had to drop it on the Planet Fitness racks or whatever. And a lot of people looked at me and I was kind of worried for a second that it was gonna go off. Oh shit, I forgot the... Second, I'm going to Ireland for 10 days and I'm living in a van, which a video about that's going to be coming out here soon. But I'm not going to be able to lift for 10 days. So I don't really know how that's going to affect everything. Also, I just surfed like 5-foot waves and got absolutely demolished. See, there's my board. And my shoulders really, really hurt. Turns out you might be able to lift a lot, but you're not athletic, I guess. So now I don't want to work out today because I'm exhausted. So as November progressed on, nothing was going right at all. I had dumb confidence in the beginning and everything was getting a lot harder. I wasn't adding any weight. I was at a standstill. I was flatlined. I was leaving the country in November for 10 days and I was living in a van for a video, which means no lifting at all for 10 days. And I really started failing lifts left and right. I mean, it's very difficult to, I guess, fail on a lift in Planet Fitness because you can't just drop the weight. You have to like gracefully put it down, which adds more fatigue to my body or whatever muscle I'm working on. The deadlift became very prominent that was going to be the one that screws me in the end. I mean, I set it back in October and now it's becoming more of an issue the more weight I add to it. I don't know, like doing a deadlift rep, no noise is borderline impossible. But the deadlift not only is difficult because on a Smith machine you can't go forward or back, so like the lift is already more difficult. But the fact that I can't just drop the deadlift after I complete the lift makes it way harder. So my forearms are burning just from me trying to put it down gently. Because if I don't, it's going to slam and set the alarm off and piss everyone off in Planet Fitness, and then I fail the challenge. So this caused my forearms to kind of give out before I was actually completing the lift, the deadlift. So it became very obvious that the deadlift was going to be the Achilles heel of my goal of lifting 1,000 pounds. And for that, I was trying to compensate with squat and deadlift, but unfortunately, I wasn't going anywhere. I was flatlined. And then on top of all that, remember the shoulder thing I talked about after I was surfing? Well, that comes back to haunt me too. Alright guys, we have a big problem. So yesterday when I was doing dumbbells, incline bench, I had the 70s, I was going till failure. Now I can barely move my fucking right shoulder. So, I don't know what that means, but it really, really hurts. Like really bad, so. See what happens. It's November 18th, and I'm on my way to Planet Fitness to put a bunch of weight at the bar and have a bunch of people look at me. It's getting more awkward the more weight I put on. But we're running into some problems because at first I was putting on a lot of weight, right? And now I'm starting to flatline, and I'm not anywhere close to 1,000 pounds. So I'm not going to tell you where I'm at because I don't, I want you guys to. We're both going to see together if we get there, basically. I've got about 45 days left to do this shit, and I'm kind of getting a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be awkward because I'm going to have to make this video. If at the end I don't get it, it's going to be kind of awkward. So, everyone on the internet might see me fail, basically. I talked to a buddy of mine, Marco, who's kind of a freaking unit. This is Marco.
Thanks, Dave. I have also.
Marco. That's a high fly ball to left field and crushed. Back goes Puckett. This ball's got a chance. It's gone. 2 wins. Here's a drive to left. That ball is jerked deep down the left field line. It's way back. It's out of here. Austin Marco.
If anyone knows their way around a weight room, it's this kid. What's up, man? You got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so yeah, I'm having trouble, like, basically I'm like flatlining. I was putting on a lot of weight in the beginning, and now I can't even, like, I'm not putting on any more weight. I'm just stuck where I'm at, basically.
What are your sets and reps like?
Like if it's chest day, I'll do bench as my first workout, then I'll just rep it out until like I get down to like 1. I'll max it out basically. So I'll do like 4 reps, 2 reps, 1 rep until I max out, and then I'll do bench, squat, and deadlift as like my first lift of the day, depending on the workout.
Oh, so you're maxing out every time you do it?
Yeah.
Every bench press, you're maxing out.
Yeah, literally.
You should try mixing in some higher rep workouts.
You think so?
Yeah, because I mean, if you're maxing out every day, that's not a lot of reps.
Right.
So, like, if you were to do maybe like 3 sets of 6 and then an AMRAP at the end, like as many reps as you can get with whatever weight you're using.
So should I
You can still mix in on some heavier days and maybe max out like once every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Just to see where you're at, but I think that'll help build muscle a lot faster than just maxing out every time.
All right. So maybe we'll give that a go and see if I can add some more weight. Because yeah, it was easy in the beginning, but now it's like impossible. Like I literally am like failing now, and I can't add anything else. So honestly, anything I can use will be helpful. But
yeah, once you start plateauing, it's never a bad idea to try and switch up your sets and reps.
True, that makes sense actually. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, I'll try that out for these next 6 weeks. I think I have like 6 to 8 weeks left, and then yeah, I mean, you got any other pointers I could use in the gym? I mean,
it's a pretty simple equation, brother. You just pick it up.
All right, so just pick it up. That's it.
Just pick it up, dude.
All right. I mean, I guess it's as easy as that. So I'll just start picking it up then. All right. So Marco's advice was actually extremely helpful. I saw myself starting to put some more weight on, add a little bit more weight each week. I was kind of getting back into the groove again. But that being said, it felt like every single Planet Fitness member was aware of what I was trying to do. Planet Fitness was against me. The world was against me. Things were going wrong, but I kept going. No matter how much my forearms burned or my legs shook, I set every weight down as eloquently as I could, and people started to notice. The more weight I put on, the more delicately I put the weight back. People couldn't believe someone was taking the leap of faith to show Planet Fitness, to show them that you can lift in a judgment-free zone. And then just when I thought I was back in the groove of things, it got way worse. So I just got out of the gym, and that was probably the that was probably the worst lift I've had so far this entire challenge. And I'm gonna tell you why here in a second. It didn't come out of nowhere, but I lost 20 pounds since my last lift. I don't know if many of you guys know this, but I got a new job in September. And originally, anyone who's seen my older videos, I sailed on ships. That was my main job. I went to school for it. And I got a job offer recently, before September, that was 6 figures, remote job, building the frigates for the Navy. Senior project engineer. It's a big boy job. I was ecstatic. Honestly, I just wanted remote, to be home with my wife, to work on YouTube more, to be around more. And so I took it right away. I went up there in September, stayed till October, went home, did remote for a couple weeks. And then I was driving back up yesterday. So I'm driving back up. It's 18 hours from Charleston to Marinette, Wisconsin is where I was going. That's why it's snowing. I got in last night late, close to midnight, drove all weekend. Today my insurance got approved and it's like $720 a month, right? So now I'm in the contract. And I show up to work today and they lay me off. That was an hour ago. And I said, this is too much to think about because now I've got insurance that I can't get out of the contract. And I've been paying off my debt pretty excessively. And now I don't have a job. I'm laughing because it's the only way I know how to cope. So I don't really know what to do. I mean, YouTube does not make me enough. The cars don't make me enough. So I had the worst lift so far. And to be honest, sometimes it feels good to just talk to this phone because it feels like I'm talking to someone who doesn't, I don't know. It's a weird feeling talking to you guys because it feels like you guys don't judge. I don't know. It makes me feel good to talk to the camera. Anyway, walking out here, I was really thinking, I don't know if this video is going to work. All right. I've never been in the 1,000 pound club. I'm pushing 30. I've got a torn UCL that was repaired, Tommy John. I just lost my job. And I don't really know. I was walking in the car and I was like, I don't think I'm going to make this video. And then I was like, that's stupid because life is full of failures and layoffs and shit like that. So if I fail, then you guys are going to see it. Which, I'm not even kidding, this is not a bit. I'm probably not going to get 1,000. But I'm going to try. And I'm going to keep trying, even though with this setback in life, I don't know. We'll see if we're even motivated to get in the gym. I mean, I don't really know. I got to figure out how to make money, really. So these videos might be on the street here soon. I don't even know if this is going to go in the video. It just felt good to talk to you guys, talk to the camera, kind of just say how I feel. And yeah, so figure it out. Yeah, this isn't a joke. It's not a bit. I really did get laid off, and the last thing on my mind was this video or lifting in general. After I got laid off and I went to lift to take my mind off of things, I drove 20 hours through the night all the way back home to Charleston. And all I was thinking about was how I was going to make money, how I was going to pay the rent, or even just take care of my wife. I was going backwards and I was definitely losing. Not at this video, but life in general. So the rest of December just kind of ticked away. And then all of a sudden, I woke up, and it was the last day of 2025. It's December 31st, 100 days since I've started this challenge. I have my sister here who's hiding behind the steering wheel. So originally I wasn't going to give you guys any indication of the weight I've been lifting or where I've been at. And I'm going to tell you where I'm at right now before I go do my final lift because I'm not there yet. So the last set of lifts I did put me at about 995. So I'm 5 pounds short of 1,000 pound club. Now, that's not what worries me. What worries me is that was a week and a half ago. That was before Christmas and before all the Miller Lights and before not working out for a week and a half. Grandma's cookies. It's not looking good for me. So I'm gonna go in here. I've got all the secret hacks to trying to lift more. I've got gummy bears for the carbs during the workout. I've got smelling salts, which are shit. So basically it's not looking too promising, but it's 100 days later. I'm here. We're gonna go see what happens, and hopefully I don't set off the alarm and fail this whole challenge on the last day. So wish me luck. I was not feeling good at all. I think I said it like 6 times. I'm actually really nervous. Oh, it's crazy how this is making me nervous.
You gotta use the anger that you have. Think of anything bad that's ever happened to you, and that's what you do.
I literally had zero confidence on this day. I knew going into this that my bench and my squat were going to have to carry my deadlift. I knew my deadlift was going to be low and that I needed those 2 other lifts to carry me to the 1,000. The fact that my deadlift was almost lower than my squat at this point was mind-blowing to me. But I kind of knew if my squat and bench were not there today, yeah, it's probably not going to be a good day. So first I began with the bench. I've got 255 on the bench. I've never done anything over 245, 250, so hitting this would be pretty cool. I don't know why I'm so nervous. Failed. So I tried 250. Alright. So I couldn't hit 255. So now I'm going to try 250. Failed again. And then finally, after taking 10 pounds off of what I wanted, I managed to get 245. So yeah, that wasn't a great start, and it's just not looking good today. Next, I went into the squat. Got a little warm-up in, and we're already pretty much down bad, knowing that the bench was 10 pounds less than what I needed. So I was going to have to try to make it up with the squat. Alright, so I've got 365 to squat. I've never hit that before, so we're gonna see what happens. My heaviest squat this entire challenge was 360 so far, but being that my bench was lacking, I was hoping to at least get 365. And somehow I managed to do it. But then, it came down to the worst lift of all. The deadlift. A deadlift rep, no noise, is borderline impossible. The deadlift, that was going to be the one that screws me in the end. My bench fell short. My squat was just where I wanted it. But that meant I had to deadlift 390 pounds to get exactly 1,000. Which, by the way, I haven't deadlifted that weight since November. So we were kind of out of luck. I don't think any amount of gummy bears or smelling salts was going to help me in this situation. And as I racked the weight and I got ready for this last lift, I really could not help but think that they won. Planet Fitness got us, guys. They knew heavy lifting was borderline impossible with their rules. They knew I was going to fail from the beginning. This whole revolution thing was kind of a waste of time. And as I gripped the bar and began to lift it, I could already feel my forearms giving out before I even got halfway up. Yeah, I didn't stand a chance, guys. I knew that was it. I knew I was toast. But then something happened. Just as I went to set the bar back down and take my loss like a man, a voice popped into my head. A voice that I forgot about.
I mean, it's a pretty simple equation, brother. You just pick it up.
That's it.
Just pick it up, dude.
And then it hit me. I thought Marco was talking about the weight this whole time. I thought he was just making a joke. But he wasn't. And that made sense now. Marco was talking about life. And it was a simple equation that Marco's been saying this whole time. Just pick it up. And so that's exactly what I did. Guys, thank you for watching this video. If you're one of the OG subscribers from the very beginning, I just opened a membership area where you can get custom emojis, discounted merch, bloopers, and polls that decide what video I actually post next. And lastly, YouTube thinks you're gonna love this video, so why don't you go ahead and check it out.